Hey there guys, this is Strider Prime bringing you a part 2 review of my new camcorder, the Canon Vixia R500 camcorder, high definition camcorder that I purchased recently. In my part 1 video, I was showing you the camera, how it looked as I was removing it from the box, and everybody, see what it was. Now in this video, of course, you're actually seeing the camera at work. And I have to say, the quality is a bit interesting, looking at it from the display screen on the camera. I want to show you my old camcorder, of course, the Samsung Full HD Q10, which has a 20 times digital zoom lens, for those of you who remember. It won't turn on now. The reason why is because this pack, of course, is the door. There's a switch here that it used to be where I can go like this to close it, but it's broken, of course. And here's the battery, which of course had another little switch there to hold it in, but as you see, it came out all the time. And here's the little memory card. Yikes! As it's turning on now. Oh, where did the memory card go? It went down here. Probably with the missing part. Yeah, so as you can see, everything's fallen. This camera has had its fair share of battles. I've dropped it a couple of times, but it has done its work. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll probably keep it to the side as a backup to the backup, of course. Actually, a backup to this camcorder. I may want to do like a 2 photo shoot type thing, but I gotta compare the video quality. Right now you're seeing the video quality on the new camcorder with my 3 winning kits that I won last year and this year. Pretty much, of course, the custom built tall geese, my custom built St. Andrew Stein, which won Comic-Con last year, and this year's winner of MosquitoCon, the Strike Rouge Autori unit. Now, the one thing, of course, that I've noticed, of course, is the fact that I have it set to auto. So the corrections of the colors. The one thing about Canon is it likes to oversaturate certain parts of the kit, red or certain things like that. I didn't have that problem with the original camcorder. However, to give you an example right now, I'm going to probably move my hand here, and I guess if I do this, I would think that maybe the camera try to overcompensate, maybe gives it a little bit more redness. This is, of course, setting in auto. Originally, in my original camcorders and cameras, I used to set the exposure, or I think it was the settings, to tungsten, which balances out the color, especially on kits that have a lot of red. So I have to flesh this out and see how it works. I got to try certain kits to see how it works. Now I'm going to be touching this screen on the fly to see, like right now I can move a little macro thingy or a little thing to show like where to focus. So the autofocus is pretty nice. The zoom quality, let's see how this works. I'm going to move it up a bit. At half zoom right now, and I want to go slow until, let's see here, I'm at 75% zoom, and go a little further up. There we go. So I'm like around maybe 85 or 80% zoom. So it's not focusing right. Even if I double tap it to see if it focuses, it doesn't. So I have to clock it back a bit to focus it out right. Now I don't know if there's mode changes here. There is something called auto, which I can click on, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I have a feature that says photo, so I guess I can take a photograph of what I see in front of me. Okay, so I see I have options for faders and zooms, but that's not something I can do right now. Right now I am recording this using the AVC HD format, which unfortunately I wish I had the manual open right now. Actually, I could probably do it right now. Let me see. It's a very small manual. I highly doubt. Yeah, pretty much all the information on the camcorder is saved on PDFs and things like that. The one cool thing about this is I like where the distance of the camcorder is, because it used to be on the old camcorder I have to zoom back further just so I can see the entire table. This time I have it takes up the entire workspace, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's why I kind of like about the lens on this camera. So I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to, so we did the zoom of course, the St. Andrew Stein. Let's look at it closely. So if I bring it in, come on. There we go. So as you can see, it zooms in pretty nice, and it tries to compensate a bit more. I could probably go a bit further. The problem is, though, the focal point of the lens on this camcorder is too far in the camera. For example, this one, as you see, this one's all the way in, but I always seem to get a good grasp of the image here. This one is a little weird because it has a lot of spacing around it, and it gives a little that little shading look. Let me show you an example with this one. So like if I bring it a lot closer, you'll see the shade of the camera coming down, so you miss out. Quality there is pretty good, as you can see. That came out nice. So the macro feature on this is pretty good. There is a settings to do even far better macro, but I haven't figured it out yet. So like if I put this is fine, and I don't have to worry about the camera looking at the back end and figuring out this the image. But the quality is pretty good indeed. Now I said that this camera is recording on AVC HD. The other format, which is the MP4 format, I want to I'm going to convert it. I'm going to set it to MP4 because pretty much all my work that I've done on recordings has been on MP4. I remembered in when I had the Sony Bloggie, I think it was the Bloggie, where all my videos were being recorded in QuickTime, and that was a pain in the ass to actually convert into regular AVI files for me to edit it, because the thing, those files were ridiculously powerful and or so complicated that I could never, it was just driving me nuts. But with this, I'm glad that I could set it. The features about this is, of course, the camera allows you to do many things. There's also something called baby mode, so if you have a baby, you can use it. Yeah, take a look at this one. See how that works. Yeah, look, it is kind of crisp. I kind of like that. Very nice. Now let me try something here. Hold on one moment. Alright, so I had to change the file size back to the MP4 running at 24 megabits per second. And with my 32 gig card that's in this, I can record nearly up to 3 to 4 hours recording time. Battery is pretty good with the pack, but I'm probably gonna have it plugged in all the time because it will work with the power cord on. Now it's now recording on MP4, excuse me, and I selected the cinema to vivid, so it shows a little bit more vivid of the colors, but I think it's still gonna oversaturate, depending on how the quality is. These are things that I'm gonna have to test out, flesh out, and try to get a grasp on this. I mean, I got this camcorder for many reasons. The quality. Canon has been camcorders that I've always liked. I've had seen work on the Sonys, and even though their lenses are great, I wasn't feeling comfortable with Sony's technology in a way. There was one camcorder a while back that I saw a test demo, and I was impressed with it. But it just didn't feel right for me. You know, it didn't feel right for me at all. And I have to also test out the quality of the sound, because now I think you probably are hearing me a little bit more better than before. It used to be that on the Samsung I was a little muffled. Now with the quality on the on this mic, it's a lot more better than what it is. It's Dolby surround sounds. I think it's pretty good though. So hopefully you guys will like what you hear as well as what you see. There are other features that this camera has, but I have to figure this out as well. I would highly recommend it for professionals. That's the reason why I got this camera, is because I wanted a professional camera to try this out and pretty much make far better quality videos than what I used to do before. With Comic-Con coming and next year's MosquitoCon, I'm hoping to do far better, you know, kits this time around, and I hope you guys enjoy what I'm going to make. And speaking of making, I want to show you my next kit that I'm going to make before I work on the one kit that you guys want me to build. I'm going to start on this and see how it works out with the new camcorder, and I will be beginning building this, the 1/44 scale high grade new Gundam from Char's Counterattack titanium version. With that being said, I would like to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all take care.